What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's Ray. If you're new here, welcome. Today I am going to be doing a wash and go using the Kinky Curly line. A lot of you guys said that you wanted to see me use these products on my hair instead of giving them away in a giveaway. So you got your wish granted. Now I will say that I'm going to move very fast because the best way to use this is in the shower on soaking wet hair, but so you guys can see it. Of course I can't do it in the shower. So my hair is dripping wet. It's down, look at it, it's just dripping down my shirt. I came as wet as I could get it so I could show you this. I'm going to do it a little bit differently today. I am going to do a lot less talking and more adding of the product so I can get this product added to my hair as quickly as possible. And then at the end of the application, I will go into the products, how I feel about them, why I use them the way I use them, and things of that sort. So I will tell you right now, I have nothing in my hair. I have no leave-in in my hair at all, and I will explain that at the end of the application process. So I will say that this product I have not used, but I did open it just enough to get my finger in there to do a test to see how it worked with the Not Today. But it was not big enough for me to have used the product before. So I just opened it up. It's a brand new product. It is a jelly consistency. It's a consistency that my hair does not necessarily always like, but we're going to see how it goes. And I got my spray bottle here with hot water, and I'm going to try to keep my hair soaking wet, and I'm going to try to move as fast as possible. So I'm not going to be talking a lot. I'll talk at the end. So stay tuned. So real quick, the directions say wash and condition hair, remove tangles from hair with a wide tooth comb while conditioner is still in it, rinse and apply to wet hair using a towel will cause frizz. So it says for thick coarse curls, which is what I have, hair must be dripping wet, divide hair into small sections. Use a spray bottle to re-wet any dry section, smooth with fingers from root to tip to lengthen your curls and reduce the poof. So basically that's what I'm doing. Okay guys, let's talk about it. So what I am going to do, well, here's my hair first of all. So it is very fluffy. It's more defined in some areas than others because I have different textures in my hair as well as different porosities. So my hair is low porosity. Under here is not as low as it is up here. Now, because this is in my hair and my eyes and stuff, I'm just going to kind of clip it back so we can talk while it air dries. Okay, so let's get into it. And I'll try to make it quick because I don't want this video to be too long. So, first of all, I want to say that I did a test with these two in my hand to see if they were compatible with one another. The test that I did curdled up. So I did it again and I got curdles again. So that was one reason why I did not use this as a leave-in under this. The other reason I didn't use it as a leave-in is because this Kinky Curly says, which I read to you earlier, wash and condition hair, remove tangles with the Y2 comb with the conditioner in the hair, rinse and apply to wet hair. So it does not say in the directions to add a leave-in of not today on here. Now it does say after the directions down below, it says tip: to achieve ultimate curl definition and length, not today may be used as a leave-in conditioner before applying this. So it said it may be used, but in the directions, the actual directions, it says to wash, condition, detangle, and then apply this. So it's making me believe that this is moisturizing enough to use without a leave-in, but if you want to use a leave-in, this may be used. Well, when I put them together, they did not go together well. My hands had curdle in them, so I didn't want to take the chance with that in my hair. I want to give this the best chance possible. On the leave-in, it says directions: apply generously and work through troubled sections with a wide tooth comb. That's the directions. For thick, coarse curls, which is what I have, it says use a generous amount as a leave-in and completely detangle hair before applying the Kinky Curly styling product. So this is saying that you can use this before this, but it says use a generous amount, which means use enough that is going to moisturize your hair, right? So when I used a very little bit, it curdled. When I used a little bit more, and I tested these two together in my hand, it curdled no matter what. So I'm thinking if it's telling me I need to use, for thick, coarse curls like mine, I need to use a generous amount, which is a lot, and then put this on top, I knew that I would get flakes. So I didn't want to chance it. So that's why I did not use this. And then I did not use any other leave-in because I wanted to see how this worked on its own. I feel like I used a lot of this. I don't even feel like I have enough to do another wash and go. Now, maybe I was heavy-handed, but I didn't feel like I was. I felt like I put enough on my hair that I needed to have my hair feel like every strand was coated. And I mean, I just don't feel like I used it. I felt like I lost a lot. I don't know if you guys can see it in the video, but I actually put a towel down because this stuff was slinging all over my rug, and I don't want this sticky stuff in my rug. It's all over the table. Sometimes when I was going down like this, you thought I was getting it out of the jar. I was actually getting it off the table, off my lap. It was just, and that's one thing I don't like about these type of slimy, sticky custards. But we're gonna see if it works. I'm trying not to base an opinion yet. What I do know by looking at it, it is going to be fluffy, and I even feel like I can apply more here because this is so frizzy. This says don't use a towel to avoid frizz. I haven't used a towel on my hair at all, and I still have frizz. So I don't know. I feel like I feel like I need more here, but again, this is my low porosity. I don't want to put too much because it's not going to soak in and it will sit on top and probably flake off, and that's what I'm trying to avoid, that it flakes because I use too much. But anyway, we're gonna see. So that's that. Now let me go ahead and just tell you about the Kinky Curly Not Today on its own. So you guys know I did recently a Detangler comparison in a video using 4 different detanglers. This was included in that video. If you haven't seen it, I'll try to link it here. And I said in that video that I did not feel like this had a lot of slip. It had some, but I feel like your hair has to be soaking wet to really get the slip that you need to detangle. So I said, okay, I'm gonna use this in the shower. And I did shampoo my hair. I shampooed my hair using a moisturizing shampoo because I knew I wasn't going to use a leave-in under this gel, so I wanted my hair to be moisturized. So I used the moisturizing shampoo, which was the Design Essentials. I believe it's almond and avocado sulfate-free shampoo that I love and I've talked about before. It's very moisturizing. I was able to detangle my hair. My hair felt good, and I wanted my hair clean so I can give these the best review possible. So I washed with that, and then I went in with this to detangle, and it felt like all the moisture that shampoo had put in my hair, this took out. It felt like this sucked it out. My hair started feeling a little hard. And so I'm trying to, detangle, and it's detangling a little bit, but it has hardly any slip. So I get my hair under the water, and I'm still trying to detangle because I want it soaking wet. So I got it more wet and tried to see if that helped. That didn't really help, so I added more, add a generous amount. So I added more because I said, well, maybe I didn't use enough. And I did that, and it helped a little bit, but not enough for me to be like, okay, wow. Once I rinse this out as the detangler, so I'm using it as a conditioner basically and a detangler, I rinsed it out, and my hair felt like straw. My hair felt dry. It felt like it had no moisture in it. It still felt like it had tangles in it. And I detangled with look, I didn't even finger detangle, and I always finger detangle when I do wash and go. So that's one reason why I came out here, my hair wasn't as defined, is because I used a detangling tool in the shower with this to detangle, like it said to do. And I didn't want anybody saying, you got tangles in your hair, that's why it didn't work, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I followed the directions. So I used a detangling tool in the shower to detangle my hair, and my hair still felt tangled on the ends by the time I was adding my deep conditioner. So for the deep conditioner, I wanted to make sure I had a very moisturizing deep conditioner, again, to get the moisture back in my hair that this took out, and because I wasn't using a leave-in. So I used my favorite Camille Rose Algae Renew deep conditioner, and I mixed it with the Mael Organics protein-free deep conditioner. Deep conditioned with heat, rinsed it out, my hair felt great. Okay, so when I rinsed out the deep conditioner, my hair felt soft, it felt moisturized, and then I came right up here and started applying. So I'm standing by what I said before in that video, which is out of the 4 that I tried, this would be least on my list to pick up as a detangler, in my opinion. I can detangle my hair pretty good in the shower with any type of cheap conditioner and water and not have a whole lot of issue. So for this to make it seem like it was harder to detangle, I didn't like that. It didn't have any slip. So I would not repurchase this product, and I probably won't use it again. And I hate that because it's still a lot up here, and I felt like I used a lot. So I'm going to pass this on probably to my sister. This is my opinion on this. It is not that great. It does not have that much slip. When other people are talking about it, I don't know what they're talking about, but everybody, to each his own. Everybody, it works different on different people's hair. On my hair, the other 3 had more slip, and heck, I can use Suave regular coconut conditioner and get more slip than this, and it's huge, and it's only $1.99 or something like that, if that. So yeah, it's a no for this. So it was a way for me to try this out again, to see if I liked it, to see if it was all everybody said it was. This gave me no moisture. Now on to this. I can't really speak on it yet. What I can say about it is I felt like I used a lot. What I can say about it is that it does have slip to it, so without me having any leaving in my hair, I was able to still finger comb through my hair applying this, so that's a good thing. It does look like it can, well, when I was first applying it looked like my hair was really shiny. Now it looks like it's just regular hair now, so we'll see. I can tell that it's going to be a fluffier wash and go. It's very sticky, it flings everywhere. Those are cons that I know I don't like even now my hair feels, got my neck wet and sticky. I don't necessarily care for that. But I'm hoping that because I did not use a leave-in, that my hair will dry quicker than it would if I had used a leave-in. So I am going to try to air dry, and I will come back when my hair is dry to let you see how it looks. And also, okay guys, I wanted to come back on. It has been some hours, and this is what my hair looks like. I've sat outside a little bit trying to get it to dry outside. It is 4:30 and it's still soaking wet, and I don't want to go to bed on soaking wet hair, so I think I'm going to sit under my hooded dryer for a while and see if that will help dry it at all. I'll be back. Okay guys, I am back, and this is my hair. I stretched it a little bit. It still has some definition, but it is very fluffy. But you guys know that I don't mind a fluffy wash and go. So let me just say what I really think. So I explained what I thought about the Not Today, Not in Love with it. I tried the Kinky Curly Custard alone with nothing else, and my hair is soft. There's no crunch. That's my hair, but I soaked my hair with the water and I put this in. I have no crunch. I air dried for several hours, at least 4 or 5 hours. It was still soaking wet, so I got under the dryer for about 30, 40 minutes, and this is it. It was a little bit shrunken, so I went and I stretched it. Now, I will say when I started to stretch it, I started to get that sticky feeling, but right now, touching it, I don't really feel the stickiness, okay? So I don't like that. I don't like the fact that when I want to stretch it, it gets that gummy, sticky feeling. That's a con. Another con is that I did get a very little bit of flaking here. It wasn't a lot, but it was a little bit, but this is my lowest porosity of hair. It's the hardest to absorb things. It's the hardest to define. So I'm not that shocked with it. However, it's not a whole lot. I don't know if you can see it. It's nothing that I can't deal with if I really loved this. If I really loved it, I would deal with just that little bit and I would make it work, because all in all, I don't think that it looks bad at all. I do not think that it is as shiny as it makes you think it's gonna be when you're applying it. It looks really shiny and glossy and just healthy, and makes your hair look dark, and you think that it's gonna dry that way. I don't get that. It's not as shiny as I would like it to be. It looks, to me, somewhat dull. But again, if you're someone who likes to put oil on top of your hair, you may be able to fix that with adding oil on top or some type of sheen spray or something like that. That's totally up to you. I do feel like I used a lot. I mean, it's down here. I won't even get a full another use out of it based on how I used it. Now, it could be that I felt like I needed to use more because I didn't have anything else on my hair except for water. I don't know. I don't know if I would have put a leave-in on first if I would have felt like I needed as much of this, because the leave-in would have already been coating some of my strands where I felt like my strands weren't coated with anything, so I felt like I needed this to coat every strand to get a uniform feel for my hair, if you understand what I'm saying. So I did exactly what it said on the directions. I will read the ingredients of this. The ingredients are botanical infusion of water, horsetail, chamomile, nettle, marshmallow root, aloe vera juice. I think that's the first 5. So it has some really good ingredients in it. I do not believe there is any glycerin in here. I believe this is glycerin free. Yes, I don't see any glycerin in here. I wish I had brought my glasses up here. I don't see any glycerin in here, so this is glycerin free. So if you're glycerin sensitive, this may be something that you wouldn't mind trying. I know that Kinky Curly has a learning curve. Everybody says it, that you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this. Here's my take on this. Would I repurchase these products again? No. And I'm gonna say no to this. Not because I got a fluffy wash and go or it didn't look good or whatever. It's because there's things that I don't like about it. I don't like the gumminess, the stickiness when it's wet and when it's drying. I don't like the stickiness when I want to stretch it. I don't like the fact that your hair has to be soaking wet and it's messy. This flings everywhere, especially if you're trying to do it outside the shower like I would be doing to show you guys. For the price, that's the other con. For the price, the amount that you get and the amount that I had to use is not worth it to me. I also feel like I have a technique for my wash and goes. You guys know that I can usually get a pretty good wash and go with whatever I use, unless it is a gel like this. So that's because I use the same technique all the time. That technique works. I feel like if I get a new product, the gel needs to work within my technique. I should not have to change my technique to fit the gel, if you understand what I'm saying. I have a technique down. It works with multiple things, so it's a good technique for me. So when I get a new gel, that gel has to fit into that technique and work. I shouldn't have to change my technique to fit around a finicky gel, and that's what I feel like I had to do with this. I had to squirt all this water on my hair, and I had to, you know, you saw me kind of shingling and twirling, and don't get me wrong, I have done that before, but it's not something that I feel like I have to do. With this, I felt like I had to do it to get somewhat of a curl definition. And then it doesn't really pair well with its sister products to me, and so that's a con. So I probably would not purchase it again, but I would not tell you not to. If you don't mind this type texture gel, give it a try. It smelled good, it had slip, it did define my curls. Now if you have curls that are kinkier than mine, I don't know how it will work, but if you have some similar to mine, you got an idea of how it may look. And then of course, if you have looser curls, you're probably gonna get a really good defined wash and go with this. So that's my take on it. Tell me what you guys think about it. I know here's what I found about Kinky Curly. Normally it's either you love it or you hate it. There's hardly no in between with these products, from reviews that I have seen or comments that I've seen people make on other people's videos and things like that. It's either you love it or you hate it. It's not my favorite. You all know that these type gels are not my favorite. I feel like if I have to sling it around and it has to make a mess, it's not worth it to me. I like gels that are thicker, that I feel coating my hair, that I'm not losing, especially when they cost a lot of money. I know I'm gonna get a defined wash and go that's gonna last for days. This is not gonna last for days. It's too fluffy and soft, and it just doesn't have the shine. So I know I'm not gonna get a lot of days out of it. I will see how many I do get and go from there. Now, if I wanted to look like this, and I didn't pick it out or anything, but I probably could have got it bigger. Now, if I wanted a really big fluffy look, first day and everything, and I was going out somewhere and I just needed my hair to look good for one day, then this might be something that, you know, you would use or whatever, but not if you want to get week-long hair for me. My hair is not gonna last a week with this. I'm not gonna like it. By the time I sleep on it and these curls are smushed and my hair starts to feel matted because it's so, it's just so thick and soft and doesn't feel like it's as defined down in the roots. And then it's kind of dull too, and I don't want to add oil on top of my hair. I'm gonna end up probably rewashing it. So, but you guys wanted to see me try it. I've tried it. I've given you my take on it. Let me know if you like this particular wash and go on me, if you use these products, how you use them. Share all that with me in the comment section below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed. And make sure you're hitting your notification bell so you will know when I post my next upload. And until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.